My Crowcoin holders, prepare and get ready because I believe there's a big move coming for Kronos Crowcoin. So without further ado, welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel right now. Anything I say is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Let's hop in this video. All right, guys, so we're going to start off here on Twitter. Follow me at 333Blacksea. I say, my Crow fam, our Crowcoin is cooking. Be patient. I hear it sizzling. Do you hear it? I hear it cooking, guys. I hear it cooking. Why am I saying that? Well, if you look at Crowcoin right now on the daily time frame, we are breaking down below very important price levels of 15 cents. And I see a lot of people kind of freaking out, panicking. But guys, this time of the bull market, the fourth and final phase, is filled and littered. I'll say littered. That's a better word for it. Littered with bull traps and bear traps, guys. And I do think that this is a beautiful bull trap right now because we're closing below 15 cents. And guys, I've been saying, we want to see that candle closure on the daily, weekly time frame above 15 cents. It's very important. In the meantime, everyone's panicking because we're breaking below 15 cents. People are starting to say, all right, well, it's all over. It's all over. Be patient, guys, because if you look at the lower term time frames like the 4 hour, you can see that we're just barely below this 15 cent price level. And I do think that we can close above this. If you look at market cipher as well, there's a reoccurring theme on a lot of alts right now. We're seeing a green dot on volume for market cipher, which is usually like a good bottom signal, if you will. And obviously the higher term time frame it is on, the green dot is manifesting on volume, the stronger it is. Now, I do think that there's a good chance here that we are looking for a bottom relatively soon here. I think that a lot of the market has done its selling off for now, especially if you want to base that off of the traditional market, because in the traditional market we had the Fed minutes come out and a lot of hawkish tone came out from Jerome, and the traditional market sold off a little bit. Now the question is, are we going to see a recovery here, or are we going to see some sideways chop throughout September with potentially rate cuts? Because we were talking that there was a 99.9% chance of a Fed rate cut in September. That's what the prediction markets are predicting, okay? Prediction markets are usually very, very accurate. So where are we headed here? Are we expecting a bounce? I think there's a good chance that we are starting to bottom out here, but I do want to also talk about my invalidations because I do think that there's a world where we could come and break down a little bit further, but as long as we're not closing really below like 0.1280, and really, most importantly, we're not closing below 12 cents, then I do think that this is probably going to put in a higher low, and we're going to be setting up for making a move to the upside. I think that the bullish price structure is still intact, and I'm going to be looking for some longs, guys, especially if we can flip this 15 cent price level as support. Now, I think that there's a good chance that that does play out. I do think that there's a good chance that this is a bear trap, so be prepared for that. Obviously, there's always invalidations, but whenever you see these types of breakdowns in this fourth and final phase of this bull market cycle, which has a lot of volatility and a lot of trend behavior, but you're inside of a bull market trend, it's very likely that it is going to be trappy behavior. So I'm going to be continuing to lean into my thesis of that until the bullish price structure actually gets broken, all right? And if you guys do want to trade, feel free to check out in the pinned comment section below or description box below. We have a lot of fantastic sign-in bonuses to many different exchanges and discount codes to if you want to buy a hardware wallet and lots of other awesome tools to add to your trading arsenal, if you will. But for BitToNext, we have a $100,000 deposit bonus, as well as $10 for free when you sign up. And on Blowfin, we have a 10% trade rebate and $5,000 sign-up bonus. Feel free to take advantage of all these awesome links, guys, especially for your trading. All right, so looking at this, Bitcoin's at about 114,000 and a half, right? Bitcoin dominance, 58.5%. We exclude stablecoins. We're basically at 60.5%. So we've lost about 1% on Bitcoin dominance when you exclude stablecoins. And really, I'm not surprised by that. I think that what I've been saying is that we're probably going to be grinding up for the rest of Q3, and that really we're still in that 1% channel of a shifting to the upside and the downside. But I do think that the net gain will be, I should say, for the course of Q3, I think it's going to be a gain of Bitcoin dominance. And really, guys, we don't have that much time left for Q3. And I do think that Q4 is when we're going to see this true bull market, altcoin season mania phase with the rates getting cut, quantitative easing coming into play, and a lot of that retail frothiness coming back to the crypto space. So be patient here, guys. Crowcoin is cooking here. It is going to take a second before we see the big, juicy moves, but I think that it is going to come. Now, that's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you guys how I'm seeing these markets and what I'm doing with my money, all right? So looking at this, Kronos is at rank 27, down about 14% in the past 7 days, up about 4% in the past 24 hours, catching a little bit of a bid after we saw quite a sell-off. And we're sitting at a $4.82 billion market cap, just shy of $5 billion. And guys, I want to keep emphasizing on this. I know people that are saying, like, Blacksea, why are you harping on it, that about this 70 billion minting of coins? But I have to be talking about this, especially if I'm trading Crocoin, right? You need to be paying attention to the overall circulating supply. If there's going to be sell pressure, if you're trying to long, or if you're even trying to short, you want to short into the dilution of Crocoins, right? So every single month, we are getting 1.12 billion Crocoins out of the circulating supply. So originally, a $5 billion market cap on Crocoin was 20 cents Cro, okay? So as the circulating supply increases, the harder it is to get to those $1 price targets, those $2, $5 price targets, right? Because it will take much more liquidity to push us there. Now, that means that we got to see the liquidity come into Kronos sooner rather than later to see those big price targets, those $1, $2, right? So keep that in the back of your mind, especially if you're trading, if you're high leverage scalping or swing longing or shorting. Keep that in the back of your mind if you're trading Crocoin. So looking at Bitcoin right now, we are trading at a very important level. Sitting at about 112,000 is where we wicked to, but right now we're at 115,000. Daily time frame is important, but more importantly, I would say the weekly time frame is extremely important. We still have 4 days and an hour left, which is plenty of time. There's a lot of time here. And really, all I see on Market Cypher is indecision with this red dot, green dot, red dot, right at the 60 line, which is bull market territory. The RSIs are sideways. But guys, as long as we hold above 110,000, and we could even wick all the way down to 105,000, retesting back here, the top of this little consolidation, if you will, the last local top before we had really a drawdown, a significant drawdown all the way to 73,000, but we could come all the way down to 105,000, still bull market price structure would still be intact. And obviously alts will take a beating if that happens, but I think it will be just a precursor to a more bullish move in Q4. That's my opinion on that. But guys, let me know in the comment section below. Are you bullish on Cro? Are you trading alts? Are you high leverage scalping? Are you swing longing? Are you short? I want to know what you guys are doing in these markets. Personally, right now, I'm accumulating Bitcoin and I'm scalping a lot of these alts. I'm looking for some swing longs on Crocoin looks good. Pepe looks good. If the right levels get flipped as support, of course. But let me know in the comment section below what you guys are doing. Check out those awesome affiliate links down below as well. It really helps support this channel. I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.